From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a big day here on Crypto with LALATE with incredible great news about the top cryptocurrency picks of 2021. We'll go over the top coins for you to invest in and the coins that are going to the moon and the other ones are for floundering. We'll go over which coins are on a bull run and which ones are on a bear drop. We'll go over why there's a bifurcated market with Bitcoin and Ethereum going higher day after day, along with Solana and some sporadic coins here and there. Why the other coins are simply not going week to week up. We'll go over why that's happening. And we'll be looking at what's happening now at the middle of the week. We're going into a big weekend, a Labor Day weekend. I'll be live on air every single day this weekend. And this could be big trading opportunities with a lot of people home or a lot of people on the road. What will happen? I'll have all the details. We're going to look at a lot of coins in this video and everything from beginners to advanced. We'll be looking at the big players and the small coins across the board. Certainly, we're looking at Bitcoin, which is going to 49,000, 50,000 today. Ethereum on a big tear right at the moment today. Doge trying to rebound from that fall back into the mid-20s. Polygon seeming to try to get to 150, but they're not there yet. Solana, which has just been absolutely out of control through the moon. Aave going negative at the moment. Compound negative as well, and Sushi Swap. You see how it's a bifurcated market. I'll explain those details and more, and we'll go into the split screen with the rest of the market. And this is LALATE. Thank you for joining me across the board. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Fastest growing cryptocurrency channel for a reason. Big money being made by viewers across this channel day in, day out. If it's a down market, they're making money. If it's an up market, they're making money. Trading opportunities, buying opportunities. Buying and holding, trading, everything shown on this channel. Market indicators, price predictions, graphs, live charts, and more. It's all on this channel, so subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record, next stop 1 million. Like the video as well, and consider becoming a member. Let's go over where we are right now. We're looking at Thursday going into Friday, and yeah, it's been a strange week. It's been a strange couple of months. What have I been saying all week long? The same thing I've been saying for the last 3 weeks, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some sporadic coins very rarely, like a Solana, bull market. Rest of the coins, bear market. What you need to know is that a bear market is not always down. It's just, is it progressively down? Bear market means down, bull means up, but bear can be flat for the week. Bear can be up for the week, but then down still for the month. So let's say the second week of the month, you're up 10%, but the rest of the month you end down 8% because you had 3 other weeks that are very, very bad. That's what bear markets are. People always think bear means down every single day. It doesn't mean that. But it doesn't matter to us if we're trading. Am I buying and holding anything at this point? No. There's not a single coin that I would be buying and holding at the moment because there's nothing that is simply in that horizon where you sort of buy and hold. Is there anything I'm selling at the moment? No. I think that Ethereum and Bitcoin still have a little bit more on the upside. And so where do I put this market? I put it as really 2 different markets at the moment. Those few coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe a Polygon, and maybe a Solana, and everyone else. And what's happening with the first group? Let's look at the first group to start off this recording. First group to start off this recording is Bitcoin, Ethereum, which have had an interesting 3 weeks. Let's recap where they were before we look and see where they are right now. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, of course, 4 weeks ago were 29,000 and Ethereum was 1,900. Then they had a run. How quickly did they run up? Very quickly. About 3 weeks ago, Ethereum got to 3,200 and Bitcoin got to 47,000. Then after that, they sort of settled in. Ethereum has gone a little bit higher and Bitcoin has gone to about 50,000 sporadically, but that has been it. So they've both hit a relative ceiling. Is that ceiling being broken right now? Let's look and see whether that ceiling is being broken at what I also call a resistance level on this channel. Let's look at Bitcoin. So again, it's staying under 50,000 right at the moment. You're looking at one of the charts. This is Gemini. My mouse is in the chart. It's a green chart because it's up. And then the price at a particular point where my mouse is in the upper left corner. As I move my mouse to the chart, the price changes. So we started the day at 48. We went as low as 48. We went as high as 50. Didn't get to 51, but 50 for Blink. And then now we're at 49. Let's look at 7-day. Here is 7-day. So on the 7-day, we're at the high point right now. Interesting. What's the low of the 7-day? 47. So not that low. Over here was 47 as well. Maybe it'd been 46 for a second. Yeah, it's 46 for a second. Let's look out for a little bit further. What's the low here? 38. So came up here and then settled in here. What are these things at the bottom here? I call these resistance levels. Every chart, whether it's stock or coins, has resistance levels. High end, low end. It's not terminology I came up with. It's been around the industry for ages. Resistance levels. Very critical for you always to look at your coin's resistance level, because when the coin breaks through or breaks under the resistance level, then it could be going higher or lower. So we see currently a common resistance level here and a common resistance level here on the low end. It's about 46,800. Yeah, about 46,800. This resistance level is later in time, further out. So I would not consider that one yet. So this one is 46,800, 46,800. So if we break under 46,800, like on a Friday night, which is a low day, or Sunday night, then we could be going lower. What's on the high end, our resistance level? 50. Over here, 50. So it looks like it doesn't want to get over 50. If we go out further in our chart, it's going to look the same way. 50, 46, 46. So you don't want to use these as resistance levels because this is too long ago. So there you go. High end, 50. Low end, 46,800. Let's look at Ethereum. Has it broken out of its resistance level? Maybe. Let's look. There's a one-day chart. Started at 3,700. Went down to 3,700, still went up to 3,800. So it's really only trading in a $100 price range. Interesting. Let's go look out at 7-day. So here's 7-day. Yeah, that's a really straight up chart, folks. So 3,100 to 3,700. It's run up $600 in 7 days, which is great. $600 on a $3,000 coin is a lot. That's a lot in 7 days. Let's look out at a further chart. So here we see our resistance levels. We see resistance level 3,100. What over here? 3,100 over here. 3,100. So clearly our low end resistance level is 3,100. But what's our high end? Let's see if we have a resistance level at the high end. We sort of do on the one-day chart, 3,800, but you don't use a one-day chart to do resistance levels. Let's look out here, 3,800. It was 3,800 there. Oh, interesting. So the 7-day chart does show 3,800 as the resistance level. Let's go out further. Can't see it further because this is where we've been. So 3,800 is our resistance level, and we're really at that spot. So if Ethereum gets to a 3,900, it could potentially go very high. It could potentially go very high because it is just a few dollars away from its high-end resistance level. Low-end resistance level is a few $100s away now. Let's look at Doge. No, let's hold on Doge. Let's stay now with those two coins. My statement on those two coins for the last 3 weeks, and I have a feeling it's going to be the same way next week, is they're just very bull. They're very bull. They're bull running coins. They're in a bull market. They're acting bullish. They're constantly giving bull weeks, meaning they're up. Every week they're up from the week before. And many times in a 7-day week, they're up more days in that week than down days. So they're just having great, great, great runs. How high can they go? Don't know at the moment because Bitcoin needs to break through that 50,000 threshold. If it breaks that through $50,000 threshold, then you could be seeing 52s, 53s, 54s. Do I see it going to 60,000 next week? No, not at the moment. Do I see Ethereum doing really well? Yeah, if it breaks to this 3,800, it could do 4,000 by the weekend, which is great. Now, understand that Ethereum in the high May levels was really a $4,000 coin. And Bitcoin during the high May levels was a $50,000 coin. So they're really at those May levels. They're their own market, maybe with Solana joining them because Solana is out of control. Everyone else, not so much. So let's, you know what we're going to do? Is something different now. We usually do the split screen later in the video. I want to do the split screen early on right now. So you sort of understand, that's not the split screen. Here's the split screen. So we sort of see where's the rest of the market compared to these two coins, and then we'll do the rest of the market. Here's coinmarketcap.com. You want to jump in that chart, and you want to click the third column, which is 24-hour, and see the best performing coin right now. Anything interesting? Not really. Myota up 26%, Raven up 21%, AMP up 17% because it got to 6 cents. Interesting. I mean, you could run AMP because it went from 5 to 6 cents, and if it goes to 6 cents, it could go up to 7 cents. So that is a run. Be attentive of AMP, and it may give you the opportunity to make some profit on the trading. Stacks 10%. That's really it. What's the worst performing coins today? Avalanche, OKB, Phantom, down 9%. What's the best performing coin of the week? What we've been talking about. Solana's up 62%. Raven 83%. Phantom, which I talked about several days on this channel, up 100%. Airweave, which I talked about as well, up about 140%. And that's sort of it. What's the worst performing coins of the last 7 days? Avalanche. Anything else we really recognize in here? Not really. So let's go back to the whole market as a whole and see what this market is doing today. The market is up 2%, so it's not a particularly robust market. Now, Bitcoin is only up 2% today, but it's up 5% for the 7-day. Ethereum is only up 1% for the day, but it's up 21% for the 7 days. That's huge. I showed you it went from 3,000 to 3,700 in 7 days. That's 21% right there, and it's on top of the big run it did before that. So this is a very big run. Also with a big run, I guess I would probably throw in the bull group is Cardano. It's up 15% for the week at 295. Now remember, Cardano's still down from those May levels. Anything else interesting? Of course, Solana, which I also said is bull, up 63% in the 1 week. Now, Solana's actually ran more than a week. It was just $40 just a few days ago. So I think Yaya in the overnight said she bought it at 30 and sold it out at 130. So she sold at a great price point because it's 124 right now. But it's up 62% for the week, and that's on top of what it did before. Anything else interesting in this group? Internet Computer up 15% for the week, which is good. Stellar flat. Anything else we see in here? Aave down for the day, but up 14% for the week. Interesting. Anything else in this group that we find interesting? KUSAMA had a really great run 2 days ago. That's Crayola's favorite coin. And today it's up 3%, which is good because now it's still up 41% for the week, which is a good run. Compound 12% for the week, but down 3% for the day. And there you go. So you see a lot of coins that are up for the week. But what's important to understand is that up for the week does not mean it's bull. A lot of coins, a lot of stocks, a lot of investments go up for 7 days, but they're down for the month. So are you down for the month, or are you up for the month and up for the week? That is where you gauge the bear or bull analysis. Bear or bull analysis is not done based upon what you're doing for 24 hours or certainly for 7 days. It's what you've been doing for a while. And Bitcoin and Ethereum broke out of that bear run because they were devaluing all the way from May to about 4 weeks ago, going straight down because they're progressively devaluing over every few weeks, every few months, and then they turn the tide. So let's look at some other coins right now. Some of these coins, you'll know the numbers by heart. The difference is you may not know what's done recently. For example, we know that Aave devalued from the last market crash from about a 120 to an 80 cents, and then ran from 80 cents to 150, but has now been floundering about 130. So what does that mean for us? We also know that Doge was 31 cents before the last market crash, went down into the teens, then went up into the 20s, then to 31, is back down in the 20s again. So what does that mean for us as well? Let's start with Doge. So here's Doge for the day. Let's go to the 7-day for Doge. So the 7-day on the Doge is low of 27, high of 30. Now, it clearly has a resistance level on the low end of about 27, has a resistance level clearly of 31. We all know that. But let's look out further on the chart. So further on the chart, it has gotten itself up certainly from 19 cents. It's not going to go back down to 19 cents at the moment. We got that. I understand. It's not going back to 19 cents. So it's going to be a green chart. It's going to be an up chart. But how up has it been? If you look from here all the way over to here, it's been the same thing for now a very long duration. Let's go out further. Now you see that this long duration has really carried us across a very long horizon. This is where that last market crash was. It was a 31-cent coin before the last market crash. Where is it right now? At 28 cents. It's below the last market crash. So Doge is still in bear territory because it has not improved in several months. Yeah, it's gotten itself back to maybe better than it was last month. But just because it's better than last month does not mean it's a bull coin. It means it's just improving from how bad it was to something less severe. So here's Polygon, which is a little bit the same story. Here's the 7-day. I mean, here's the 24-hour. It's down. Let's look at the 7-day. 7-day is slightly up. Started at 130, ended at 140. So it's up 10 cents in the 7 days. Let's look out further. This is where you see how it made that big run. But again, it's been the same way now for nearly 4 weeks. 4 weeks ago, it was right about here. It was 140, and right now it's 140 as well. Let's look out further. There you go. Now you see how, yes, it's had a nice day. It's had a nice week. It's had a nice August and a September. But if you look out further, it's still down. It's still down, and it's down from just a few weeks ago, not a long horizon. After the last market crash, it went all the way down to 80 cents, but before the market crash, it was a $130, $140 coin. So it has not gotten out of a bearish run either. Now here's Solana. Bull, 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 bull. This is not a one-day chart in Solana. This is a lifetime chart. You see that is about as bull as you can be. Let's continue with Aave. So Aave today down. Aave down today. Let's look at 7 days. Aave ran from 350 to now it's 400. So it's up $50 for the 7 days. Let's look out further. Now we're very, very flat. See all this? You're basically the same thing here as you're over here. Let's look out further. I think you know how this story is going to play out. Yeah. You are barely up from where you started many weeks ago. 376, and you're at 390. So you're up $20 in several weeks. No one's excited about being up $20 in several weeks on a position. And let's look out further. Yeah. So there you go. Here is Compound. Compound is down for the day. For the 7 day, nice run there. Longer. Lateral, almost flat. Further out, almost the same thing. Started at 409 and is at 460. So it's up about $60 on a $400 coin in a very long horizon. And then there's Sushi Swap. Down today with a crazy looking chart. That is crazy looking. 7 days, longer, and there's longer. So where are we? We are really trying to test how bearish we're going to be. You saw a lot of those coins, the Aave, the Compound, the Sushi Swap, that they were like this 3 months out, ran up, then came back down, then pulled up, and then came back up, and now they're really almost where they were when they started this pop almost 4, 6, 8 weeks ago. This next week is going to be very important. I told you this week was important. I told you this week was important because I said, hey, I need to see whether these coins act bear or bull. They did not act bull, so they delivered bearish. But the question is, can they really break out? Can they really say, I'm breaking out, or is that it? Because it looks like when you look at Sushi Swap, went straight down, then went up, went down, and then popped back up. It just looks like it's right back to where it started this whole run. And it's problematic. There's a lot of things you could say about this. There's a lot of external economics that if you're an investor, if you're a person who does stocks, or if you're a person who does bonds, does more than crypto, you know that August is a strange month to invest in. Now, there's a lot of tech stocks are doing incredibly well in this month of August. in this month of September, doing incredible, massive run as we go into September. But there's lack of liquidity sometimes because a lot of people are on vacation. A lot of Europeans take vacations in August and September. A lot of Americans are coming back into town, having had a long August. We have the 4th of July. We have the Labor Day weekend. But as we enter into September, things are a little bit more stabilized as to people on a computer, people buying, people doing things with their phones in the way in which we were seen in maybe early August, late July. And that could be problematic. That could be more volatility, and that volatility may bring us lower. What's my guidance at this point? My guidance at this point is absolutely do not be buying anything to buy to hold if it's anything other than the bullish coins. And I wouldn't buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Solana at these price points. They're too high. I wouldn't be buying them at this price point. If you have them, good. Would I buy anything else? No, I wouldn't buy anything else to buy and hold. I would only trade at this point. I would only trade. And that is where you can make your money across the board. There is enough volatility in the coins that certain coins are giving those runs across the board. What are the trading opportunities? Here are they. The first one is day trading. The second one is flipping. Day trading, you're looking for a coin that's up about 16, 17% for the day. You find it, then you open its chart. You look at its chart and say, can I get another 20% up in the next day and a half on that coin? If the answer is yes, you buy it. Then you ride that coin up another to see you can get that 20% in the next day and a half. If you got it and it's still going up, stay in. If it gets to that price point and then downturns, get out, take your profits, you're done. If it's still going up after a day and a half, stay in, and then rolls you into the next trading opportunity, which is flipping. Flipping is when you're in that position for up to 3 days. Flipping, generally you start in an environment in which the whole market is up that day. Sort of like today, most of the market's up at the today. Day trading is when the market's up or down, doesn't matter. Flipping, you're in that position for no more than about 3 days. After about a day, it may start to cave in. After 2 days, it may cave in. After 2.5 days, it may really cave in. By the 3rd day, it's ready to just avalanche on you. So be ready to get out. Again, you're trying to get that 20% profit. Take it, get out, do the next coin. You can do several coins at the same time, but they're both delivering those returns. And these are opportunities for trading where you're buying and selling. You're buying at the cheap, you're selling at the high. You're not trying to hold the coin 3 months. Also, you need to have access to your phone and access to the computer to watch these movements because the movements are volatile sometimes. And those movements are where you make those sums of money. You saw earlier in this video, some coins are up having big runs in the last 24, 48 hours. Those are coins that give you those opportunities across the board. Meantime, watch now for what happens with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and certainly stay here on Friday and Saturday and Sunday because I'll be recording live with you as well. There's going to be a lot of movements, especially on a Labor Day weekend. 2 shows per day. Mornings crypto, 10 o'clock a.m. live on air, and then afternoons and overnights overnights crypto, which starts every day at 3:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers on YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. Stay informed, stay focused. Have a beautiful day across the board. Always stay informed. Always stay focused, and always stay motivated. And join me on Overnight's Crypto in the live chat, and I'll answer your questions as well. Have a beautiful day across the board.